and welcome to Bosnia and Herzegovina.
After driving 8 hours from Dubrovnik, Croatia through some nasty weather, we are in one of Bosnia's and even Eastern Europe's craziest, most stunning cities ever, Jajce. In translation, literally meaning egg. Jajce has such rich history as it was the old capital of the Medieval Kingdom of Bosnia, and it's so crazy and stunning because in its small center it features a crazy waterfall, an even crazier castle keep, an underground crypt, a chance to almost drink like the kings of old, and the chance to talk to some very colorful locals.
My wife was born for this house. This mess 550 years and this house 550.
Really?
Yeah. Esma Sultanija. Pričate li srpski?
Priča, ja sam iz Bosne.
Pa vidim ja, naša faca.
Pa ja malo pa pričam bosanski, a ti...
Join us in exploring the city named after your everyday breakfast. That's actually just a theory, as probably the reason for the name is the hill where Jajce was built in the 14th century was shaped like an egg, but that is the boring version, of course. We stayed at the Pliva lakes while here, but we will cover this in the next video. Now, we are heading into the small city center to try and find some hard-to-come-by parking.
So we're driving through this beautiful city of Jajce right now, trying to find some parking. It's very packed in here. What is awesome about this whole city, it's literally the castle itself. The walls are around this whole city here. And the main keep is in the center of town, in the center of the city. But there's walls surrounding us. It's very cool. Can't park here. All right, see if there's any cars behind me. Oh, he's asking the popo if he wants some drugs. Really? No. Did you just say really? This is a gatekeep right here. Where before you had wagons and horses passing, now you have cars passing through this old city gate. Okay, so it just started raining in the middle of our adventure towards the castle in the middle of town. All right, this path is going to lead us up here to this castle. The castle is on this hill right here behind me. There's houses right next to the castle walls up here. People living there. So Jajce was the capital of the Kingdom of Bosnia. There's an underground church up here. Bear Tower. Look at this old structure. This looks like a watchtower as well. Look at this gate to nowhere. What are these? Are these old coffins? Maybe they are. Maybe. Coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. I don't want to step over here because this looks like somebody was buried here.
Why don't you want to step on it?
Somebody was buried there. Look at inside of this fortress, man. Of this room. For centuries, the royal city was dominated by a fortress with high and massive walls, but the object that often catches the eyes of visitors at the entrance to the city is the Bear Tower. Round, cylindrical in shape, the Bear Tower is one of the oldest buildings in the Bosnian Middle Ages and is thought to have been built in the last decades of Bosnian independence between 1448 and 1463. What is particularly intriguing in the story of this massive structure is the name itself, Medvjed Kula, or the Bear Tower. Now, there are two beliefs, one of which is that it was called the Bear Tower because of its bulkiness and wall thickness, while the other, more popular among the locals, says it was called this because it was inhabited by bears who were thrown prisoners. So basically, a prisoner would face a bear one-on-one inside this structure, just like that one Game of Thrones episode. Yes, it happened in real life. All right, guys, so we are here in Jajce. This is the fortress in the center of town. This is the old fortress. This is Stephanie, my wife. So we're gonna go explore the catacombs here in by this castle. It does say online that it can be kind of eerie inside and scary. So, and this shows the catacombs and from what century it is from.
At the end of the 14th century, when the town was experiencing major political and cultural development, the mighty Bosnian Duke Hrvoje Vukčić Hrvatinić ordered that these catacombs be built in the granite rocks as a place of last residence for himself and the ducal family. He did end up dying before this crypt catacomb was finished, so he was not actually buried here.
So in these chambers, they would bury the kings They would bury kings and queens and high nobles here. I'm very against stupid people writing their names and defacing these this old wall. This is really, really bad that stupid young kids do. They ruin this old stone and architecture. Well, whoever does this is very, very stupid.
What the ancient people did.
Ancient people wrote.
The inside temperature is always the same throughout the year at 10 Celsius, and the catacombs are exactly 10 meters long.
I can't go.
Alright, so we're entering. This is an underground church down here. So imagine the people coming down here hundreds of years ago. They were all probably very small and tiny.
That's it? Oh, be careful. Santa Claus.
That's it. Where's the underground church?
This is it. This is the underground church right here.
Where?
You're standing in it, bro.
Oh.
It is said that it was also used as a secret hiding place for Josip Broz Tito during World War II.
Yeah, okay, now go inside.
Oh no, there's probably more there.
Come on, Alex. He's farting.
Adnan. What's his name?
Now we're gonna have some cold, fresh beer in this castle here. We're gonna drink like kings now.
Drink a beer here. Look at this.
Oh, wow. Dobar dan, kako je? Look at these old swords. These are the old garbs. Look at that. Ništa, vam se vidimo se, dobar dan. You have a random dog behind you? Oh, this is Jara. So if you touch this, it's like poison ivy in Bosnia. If you touch this, it burns your skin and it gets all red and blistery right here.
already did touch it over there at his house.
Yes, he
Really? You got it?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So back when this castle was functioning 500 years ago, the shops and the people would come here, and then the keep up on the hill would be for the nobles and for the kings. Everybody's stumbling up. Look at this gatehouse right here. Wow. This right here in front of me is the family crest. This is the family crest of the noble family that lived here. This is their family crest, and this is at the entrance of the fortress right here. Jajce was first built in the 14th century, and it served as the capital of the independent Kingdom of Bosnia. Jajce was the residence of the last Bosnian king, Stjepan Tomašević, and this is actually where he was also slain and killed. Where he was slain, that's when the Kingdom of Bosnia was ended, and it started being Ottoman rule in this whole area. The population currently in Jajce is around 31,000 people. Let's enter this historic castle. Oh, and there's an archery range. That is badass. Just imagine how this was 500 years ago with people inhabiting it here. There would be feasts. There would be cow shit everywhere. There would be people in the yard training, doing archery practices right here. Oh, wow. Oh! So if I was born 500 years ago, I would be an archer.
That's literally nothing.
Upon the arrival of the Ottomans, the king was executed, despite the fact that the Ottomans only held the city for a short period of time, close to 6 months. With the death of the Bosnian king, the Hungarians invaded and captured the area, holding it until 1527. Thus, Jajce became the last city in Bosnia to fall to the Ottoman Empire.
It's starting to rain here while we're on top of this castle. Watch out, it's slippery right there. I got it on camera. It's very slippery here because of this rain. Look at these old cobblestones. Holy shit, dude, I need to go up here.
You need to go.
Oh my god. Look at this. Look at these old bars right here. So this is the top top floor. So they put in this floor right here. This is put in, but underneath it is the original. Yeah, all the passages were very small, I guess, back in the day. People were smaller, but still, there'll probably be a lot of ducking. We're done here at the castle. You have to go put in some more money for the parking lot, and then we're gonna go explore the waterfalls in the center of Jajce, which are fascinating. So these are the people that died here during the wars. As you can see, all these people died from the 90s to 97, 95 during the Bosnian War conflict right here. This is a memorial for them. The official war was from 92 to 95, but there was fighting starting in 91, 1990, and going all the way to about maybe 1998. So we gotta wait for Adnan to come back. We extended our parking lot, and it's starting to rain like crazy, so there's nowhere for me to shelter, so I sheltered under this little tree. You're not gonna shelter under here?
No, man.
See? There's no rain. You excited for the waterfalls? And Julia just said that she wants to come back next year here because she actually really likes it in Bosnia, right?
I do.
And she was surprised that she liked it because she wasn't excited to come here in the first place. But now it's her favorite country in the world, she says.
Where did I say that?
Yeah, you said that. All right, we are on the search for the Jajce waterfalls in the center of town. We gotta cross this bridge right here. When we cross the bridge, it's gonna be to our left. It's down there. We're gonna go down. Yeah.
The Pliva Waterfall, or the Jajce Waterfall, located in the center of Jajce in central Bosnia, where the river Pliva meets the river Vrbaš. It actually used to be 30 meters high, but after an earthquake during the Bosnian War and attacks on the power plant further up the river, the area was flooded, and now the waterfall is 22 meters high. Bummer.
Holy shit. Oh man, you're gonna get wet here. Holy shit. This is badass. I'm all wet after that.
The waterfalls in the center of Jajce are said to be one of the 12 most beautiful waterfalls in the world, and it is rumored that the waterfalls were created 50,000 years ago. Jajce has changed throughout history, the authorities have changed, but the waterfall has remained the same. Also, what makes Jajce's waterfall crazy unique is that it is the only waterfall in the world located in a city center.
Woo!
I should be mad at you.
Taste test, go. How does it taste like? How does it taste like, Julia? Good, look at that.
Good?
Great footage right there, good. So we got some nice little souvenir goodies here. This is badass. No? Yeah, push this.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to watch the other Jajce video from the big Pliva lakes, and we'll see you in the next video.